Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're all doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So I got to get this out. Got to make it short and sweet. Got to go. I'm a little running behind today, but the one of the things that I read that I wanted to share with you guys while I was going through my normal daily routine was the cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. All right. The cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. And when I read that, it just hits home for me because I've done quite a few things in my life that I feared, and that's why I say, like, when I give advice or when I'm doing these kind of things, like, I try to do things that I've done before. Like I've faced some mountains and gone through some peaks and valleys and had to face my own internal, can I do it? Can I not do it kind of thing. And to begin with, for anyone that's kind of wondering, like, well, why should I listen to you? I left home, Saginaw, Michigan, 26 years old, left everything behind, left everyone behind. I came down in here to visit one time on vacation, saw a massive opportunity. It was just a more vibrant, different, healthier looking city than where I grew up from and where I was at. And when I went back home, it just was eating at me. Like, I wonder what if I was to move down there, what would happen? Like how my life would change, or what things can I accomplish and do? So put in my transfer to move. Normally, typically, those transfers took a year or two for it to even happen, if they did happen. Mine happened like right away. Couldn't believe it. Was in total disbelief. They're like, got a letter in the mail, like, you got to report to Arlington in 3 weeks. Next, I'm selling a home, getting a moving company, boxing stuff up, and boom, I'm gone. Now I'm down here. Another big fear I had when I moved down here, because a big part of why I moved down here was because of jiu-jitsu. Okay, there's Carlos Machado Jiu-Jitsu down here. It was right next to the plant where I worked at, and then he had an affiliate school, and then Carlos had another school, his main school in Dallas was like 30-40 minutes away, and I was like, I wanna be able to train jiu-jitsu, like some like really good jiu-jitsu, high level jiu-jitsu. So that was a big part of why I left. So training jiu-jitsu for the time that I'm here, 6.5 years, while I was at this plant, opportunity comes up, buyout, GM offers, I don't know, $140,000 or whatever to leave. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Can I do it? Don't know anything about business, running a school, anything like that, but I love jiu-jitsu and I hate my job. And should I take this leap of faith and bet on myself and do this? I did it. Best thing I ever did. Right? Left General Motors, opened up my own school. Now I've been teaching and training 15 years with my own academy. Met thousands of great people. Got to train and help so many people along the way through jiu-jitsu. And then what's next? Traveling, competing part. Like, I wanted to compete, test myself. I didn't want to be an average black belt that just had a black belt around their waist and never, had any accomplishments under their waist or anything like that. So had to go out there and put it on the line for my future self and my future students to know, like, hey, this guy's legit. This guy's like put in the work. I can trust what he says because he went out there and he did it. And so that's exactly what I did. I was scared to fly, didn't want to fly places. And, it was a big thing for me a long time ago. Had to battle that fear, got on planes, went all over the world to compete, and won a bunch of tournaments all over in the different countries. Like, when I say I read this quote, it's like I said, when it hits home with me, it's exactly because it's like, if I never would have took those chances to and face those fears to enter those caves, then I never would own these treasures that I have, that I hold, these things that I possess now. I possess these things because I faced my fears and I entered those caves and I went in there to see what's on the other side, And that's one thing for us as humans, that we're just all got to battle. And I deal with that with a lot of students because I talk to so many people, what their goals are, what their fears are, stuff like that. It's never just like, we're never just talking about jiu-jitsu techniques. It's never that. It's always about life. It's always about life. That's why these episodes are here. That's why these videos are here. That's why I say the things I say on my mat. That's why I read the things I read, because I want to go deeper and discover, you know, how the brain works, like how the human mind works. I'm like, why do we do the things that we do? Why are we so scared to go and do things and take chances to do things? And so that's what I do. I do that on a daily basis. It's on a daily basis. It's mental, like, toughness things. Like, I got right here in my book, in my 10 rules for resilience. I got this other one, 177 mental toughness secrets of the world class. I got another one here, non-negotiable. You know, the David Goggins never finished right here on my desk. I got some Jocko stuff over there. Like, all that stuff is like how the mind works, like how to get people from here to over here. And I have to do that constantly with my students to get them from one belt to the next belt, to the next belt, to the next belt, to the black belt, and then so on and so forth. So the cave that you fear to enter holds the treasures you seek. So whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're in your heart and your mind that you're thinking about, you have to go into these caves that you don't know what's in there. And that's the thing, right? Like, it's dark. You have no idea when you go in this direction how that's going to turn out, how it's going to work out for you. But that's the beauty of it. Like, that's where you get tested. That's where you get to see, like, how bad do you really want whatever it is that you really want, or whatever it is that you're thinking about. And once you start doing that, it becomes easier and easier and easier to do things. The other thing I did was I had money left over from General Motors, from, you know, when I quit. And it was just sitting in like a IRA, you know, just not really doing anything, just getting ate up by the stock market. So I was like, should I take this money out and invest it and, you know, buy some rental property? Because I already had two. Okay, so I got my personal home and I already got two. All right, and this money's just sitting there, but I'm watching the money just kind of like just getting eaten up. Like, it's just since the war in Ukraine, all this other stuff, like everything's just going down. And I don't really know anything about the stock market, so I'm like, you know what? What if I took this money out, took the penalty, pay the taxes, everything that, because you can't take it out until you're like 65, whatever it is, and go do something with it. And I sat on that idea for months and months and months and months, and I've studied and studied and studied and listened to podcasts and read things on real estate and all this other stuff. So I said, you know what? I've done all these other things and entered in all these other caves that I feared. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one too. So recently, that's just what I did. Took the money out, paid 20% penalty tax, they 10% for this. You know, Uncle Sam needs his 10%. Got my money out, whatever was left, and went and bought two more properties, rehabbed them. Now I have tenants in both properties, so now I have four. Okay, so again, why would I listen to this guy? Why would I listen to Coach Alvarez? Has he done these things that he's saying? He's like, absolutely. I've done these things that I'm talking about. I've faced these fears, tournament fears, you know, but money fears, moving fears, you know, whatever, opening up my own business, all these things I've taken chances on. There's so many other things, but these are like the main things I can think of right off the top of my head, to where like you can use me as an example. Like, hey, if that guy did it, then why can't I do it? Because he's just a guy. He's just a guy that just said, you know what? Let's go after it. Let's just go in this cave and see what treasures we can get and find. But we got to go in there first. All right. So when I read that, I was like, man, I know there's a lot of people out there that could use that. Okay. The cave that you fear, or caves that you fear to enter, hold the treasure or treasures that you seek. All right. So whatever it is out there that you're scared to do, you got to go do it. See what's on the other side. Like once you see how far you can go, then you're going to be like, man, well, what else is out there? Let me see how much further I can go. But I know a lot of people that won't even take that step, and they're just got this very low ceiling, and there's very low growth. There's not much to tell. There's not many stories to tell. I have a lot of stories. I have so many things to share and tell and whatever, because I'm taking these chances to go out and do things, because I want to see what else is out there. I'm only here once, so why not? All right, gotta go. See you guys on the next one. Have a great day.